Hello and welcome to another Ninjabill Reviews, and today we're going to be taking a look at Transformers Siege, War for Cybertron Trilogy, Deluxe Class Ratchet. And there he is. I'll start him off in his alt mode. I have a reason for that. But before we take a look at him and the box and the instructions, I need to do some house cleaning. First and foremost, thank you very much to Larkin's Lair. If you don't know his channel, I'll include a link in the description below. Thank you very much for getting this figure to me. Second, I got a envelope in the mail. It didn't have a return address on it, and there was no note inside, but somebody had sent me instructions for Spinster here, but I don't know who to thank. So let me know in the comments who you are so I can properly say thank you very much for sending these to me. If you watched my review of him, you'll note that my box was missing that inner cardboard thing and his instructions. Someone sent these to me, and I have no idea who it is. So, thank you very much, and I'd like to thank you, so I guess this will have to do, but you forgot to have a return address on there, so there you go. Or a note or anything, so there you go. Back to him, and we will start by looking at these things right here. I'll move him off to the side. Here is the instructions. I need to raise my camera up. There we go. And these are his instructions. As you can see, it talks about his weapons, the RT-15 with the blaster in there. It has all the stats on those. Here is the R5, the RT-R5s, that is, and the stats for those. Here is how to change him from one form into the other. On the reverse side, you have, whoops, I let go of that stuffs. You have his vehicle mode, things of that nature, cross sales going on there, and it also features how to get into his medical bay mode. Anyway, we'll move that along. Take a look at this box. Here is the box. It is pretty cool. Once again, there is the line number in case you are not familiar with it. Sorry about that. There we go. That is the WSC S34. That is his line number. There is Transformer Ratchet, Autobot Ratchet to be exact. Siege, War for Cybertron Trilogy, Hasbro Age, Transformers up the side. You got your Generations logo, Takara Tomy logo. Got excellent artwork there on the side. It says Deluxe right down here, Deluxe Class. Stuffs on the bottom, Authentic over here, Siege artwork. And on the reverse side, you have him in his bot mode, his medical bay mode. There you go. And his alt mode takes 9 steps. And it says 17 here, but I don't really see it. I don't really see it. So anyway, there you go. Get rid of that, and we'll get back to this figure. Drop my camera down here. Here we go. And he's pretty cool. I really like him. I like him a lot. Let's start out with some comparisons. Set him right over here. And here he is next to my custom Ratchet. There we go. This is my complete custom. So, if you haven't seen this one before, that's because it's custom. I did a video of this quite some time ago. But anyway, there's a comparison with that one. Get him off to the side. Here he is with the Cyberverse Battle Class, which is the Legends class, really. New Legends class. And there they are together. And again, this is my custom. I've added a lot of paint to this guy to make him look the way he does. So, in case you don't know. And the only thing I don't like about this toy, is that really thin plastic. It's a white plastic, but it's really, really thin. You can see the light through it. It's pretty thin, so I thought about coating it in a nice white paint to thicken it up, but this is okay. This is good. This is okay. And of course, like I said, this is my custom, so still they look pretty good together. I dig it. I dig it a lot. So get him off to the side, and we'll show him off in his vehicle mode. And here he is, looking quite cool. Got the reds and the whites, blue clear windshield. You notice right there on mine, it has a splotch of red right next to that Autobot logo. I don't want to try to remove that with alcohol like I normally would, because it might take all this white and this red you see on here is paint, because this all one blue plastic canopy under here. If I can open this up, you see that's all blue plastic. So if I try to remove that red, I might just end up taking that white with it. So I might just like paint a little white over it to get rid of it. But anyway, there you go. You see lots of molded detail in there. back off my camera a bit. Again, tons of molded detail. You can see in the light there. Pretty cool. Pretty cool indeed. Got that dirt right going on right there. Here he is from the back. Got like little thrusters back there. Because an ambulance, you know, needs to get where it's going fast. Thrusters. I might paint those in. I don't know yet. Pretty cool, all in all, pretty cool. Mine doesn't like to tab in here very well. It slips out, so as you can see, it pops out. So I might need to shave that just, you know, micromillimeter or so, so it doesn't pop out like that. But all in all, it's pretty good. There he is from the top. There he is from the bottom, and you'll hear the rattling inside. Now, nobody else has talked about this in the reviews I've watched for Ratchet. Not one single person of all the reviews that I've watched online, and trust me, I probably watched about 20 of them. Not one person has shown off what I'm about to show you. So, you can store every bit of his accessories, all three of them, inside his mode. You can hear it rattling around in there. You can store them inside, and it does not affect the transformation in any way. You can see a bit of his weapon right there. See that? But every bit of his weapons can store inside of him. So, open this up. Open up. Open, open, open. There we go. And inside there, you can see his weapons. All stored in nice and neat. Just like so. We'll go ahead and tilt this camera down. Go ahead and open up those arms. Might as well get into transformation since we're doing this. But just to show that off a bit more, that is the placement on how the weapons can fit inside there. And there's a little channel inside here where these can sit pretty level as well if you want. But that's how I do it. And so it's pretty cool. I'm going to go ahead and take those out. Take those out. Out, I say. Out, 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 out. See, like I said, there's a little channel in there. There we go. And we'll just set these off to the side and take a look at these accessories, shall we? So here is the first. It is this RT5 wrench. It's a power wrench. There you go. Power wrench. Just silver on white plastic. Pretty cool. And here is this little pistol, blaster, whatever you want to call it. Does have a blast effect on there, capability on there, so if you want to put a blast effect on there, you can. So that's pretty cool. And again, it's silver on white plastic. And here is this beam or boom or whatever you want to call it with what looks like his G1 rocket launcher. And that is on a swivel. Got a 5mm peg there. This is also a 5mm peg, and it does have a blast effect, so if you want to stick a blast effect, you can in that port right there. And then get yourself another blast effect. I keep some handy right on my review station. There you go. So you can have, you know, this going on. Or let's reverse that. There we go. Put this in here. Put that on there. Get on there. Get on there. There we go. So you can definitely have that going on if you wish. And additionally, you'll see a port there and a port there. So if you wanted, you could, like on the box art, shove that in there. Shove this in here, just like so. Close that up, and now he has this big weapon, which, you know, he can store. Let's put this back. Oh no, that's the first time that's happened. That is the first time that has happened. Okay, I'm back and it's fixed. It came off of this right here. These panels have yet to pop off though. Again, it's not because I had that stuff in there. You see, it just pops right out. It's not because I had the stuff in here. It just, that panel secures, that one does not. So, it's not because I had the stuff in there. Some people who's watching this so far would have said, well, that's because you had the stuff, his accessories in there, but no, that's just, this panel doesn't like to close, as you can see. So, anyway, as I was saying, you can, if you want, store all of this in that port, or one of the other ports. Got 4 on top there, none on the sides, but you know, if you wanted to, you could, you know, also open this up. We'll back this off some, and once again, open Mine gets stuck in there. It really does. If you wanted, you could, via those ports in there, if I get this right, stick those in there if you wanted. And he does have some, like a peg right there for blast effects, you know, if you wanted, you can have that. I haven't seen really any others on here, save for that one right there, that I can see. So, yeah. Like Hound was full of them, and some others, you know, had a ton of them. This is the only one that I can physically see on this. So anyway, since I partially got him transformed, to set all that off to the side, might as well finish the job. Go ahead and leave that like that. Make sure these panels are out. Flip these open right here. Then what you're going to want to do is rotate, untab this, first untab that front. Rotate this on that assembly right there, this whole thing. Rotate it up like that. Go ahead and push that back up. Then what you're going to want to do is go ahead and close this up, and split the legs. Fold this panel down. You're going to see this tab right here will go into this tab will go into that slot right there. Head that backwards, just like so. Swing that one out. And again, this panel, it's just this panel alone. I don't know what it is. It won't tab in on the side for vehicle mode, and it won't tab on the side of the leg for robot mode. You see, it just pops right out there. I don't know what the dealio is, but there it is. Anyway, raise up my camera a bit here. Go ahead and split those arms. Bring those down to the side. Rotate them up. Bring them down. And finally, what you're going to want to do here is go ahead and open up that canopy, and you want to swing it down and then swing it back up on this part of the joint, not the back joint. Swing that up. Bring the head up and around, and it will sit inside. You'll see like these little L tabs right here, and they will sit inside here just like that. It's a very soft tab. And then finally, you'll see this ridge right here. There's a ridge there, and it will sit inside channels built into the mold right there and there. And you just seat those in there. If I can get this in there right, boom, there you go. And that is Ratchet in his robot mode, and I dig him. I dig him a lot. I love him. I love him. I'm a big fan of Ratchet, so having Ratchet here for me is just excellent. And once again, Larkin's Lair just nailed it. I'm really thankful for this. So thankful for this. I'm almost speechless. Wow. Anyway, let's do a quick comparison. We'll get him over there. Whoops. Hated when I do that. Bumped the camera. Anyway, as I was saying, here he is for comparison with Transformers. Gotta clean him up a bit there. There we go. Transformers animated Ratchet. That's how they look together. Get him out of the way. We will bring in the Cyberverse Legends class, or as they call it, Battle Class Ratchet. Once again, this is my custom, so it doesn't come looking like this. I actually added paint to it and whatnot, so there it is. That's pretty cool. Get rid of him. Here he is with the G1 inspired movie Ratchet. So he's more of a warrior class than a deluxe class, but you know, they're a little smaller than average deluxe, but there you go. And one last one is leader class Ratchet, also from the movie, G1 inspired, and there is that. So that is how that looks. Pretty cool. Straighten him up. And that is how that looks together. Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome indeed. I really like this guy. I do. I really like this guy. And of course, you know, you can arm him up if you want. If you want, you can, you know, put this on the side if you want. He's got two ports, one on the shoulder, one on the forearm, one down here below, on the thigh. And he has one on the reverse side. So if you want to stick all this on his back, you know, you can do that. Like so, if you wish to have that. And like on the box art, has him sort of like this. Well, there we go. flip that, you know, have sort of that action pose going on there. So it's it's all good. It's all good. I like it. I dig it. We'll real quick talk about articulation. We can go ahead and leave that stuff on. For articulation, his head will rotate, and it is on a mushroom peg. It is on a mushroom peg. And one thing real quick to note about the head on mine, I'm not sure about anyone else's, but you see that split right there? Well, the problem is I'm not sure about taking this part to fix it, because as you note, there are no screw holes on here. So I'm worried about breaking it if I try to remove this face and try to glue it on properly. So I'm not sure about that, but there it is. Anyway, for articulation, the head will turn. Might as well take a good look at that face sculpt. Look at that mug. Look at that mug. Nice detailing in that crest. I dig it. Now, depending on whether you read the Marvel comic or you saw the cartoon, that crest could either be red or black. So, doesn't really matter. It's one of those subjective things. You either like it red or you like it black. That's totally up to you. But, you know, there it is. Again, back to articulation. Head will rotate all the way around. Very little up, very little down. All the way around on those shoulders, all the way out, like that. You do have bicep rotation up there. You do have elbow, 90 degrees, and you do have a wrist swivel. So pretty cool there. Waist swivel. Legs will go out that far. They will go forward that far. They will go back that far. And he does have knees. Now mine, some of the joints on mine, like waist is really loose. That knee is really loose. That one's okay. A little bit better than that one. But otherwise, pretty good. And as you saw, knee will go that far. And you do have a nice deep rocker. So, you know, pretty good articulation wise for, you know, typical, what now I would call typical Siege articulation. He's got it in spades. So I'm really happy about that. And all in all, I am really happy with this toy. So I just thank you, Larkin. Thank you. I didn't think I'd get this one. I'm really thankful for it. I'm just wow. So anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Make sure you check out my playlist. Please, please click that like button. Click that little bell icon to stay up to date with all my videos and my live shows. And make sure you comment. Leaving a comment and hitting that like is the most important thing. Helps my channel grow. I was hoping to reach 200 by, you know, the first of the year. But, you know, that didn't happen. I mentioned that in a previous video. So, anyway, it's building or not. It is what it is. So, anyway, again, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. This has been a look at Transformers Siege, War for Cybertron Trilogy, Deluxe Class Ratchet. And I highly recommend him if you don't have him yet. I've seen the Crosshairs mold. Didn't pick him up. Kind of regret it now. I've never seen the Ironhide mold. And that's okay too, because Ratchet's my favorite of the two anyway, so I consider this a win. Even though that the mold is different. I don't have Ironhide to show up those comparisons. But if you want to see a great comparison of the two, go check out Kato's collection. He has a review on Ratchet himself, and he shows off spectacularly the differences in the mold. And Dennis Moulton, aka Gotbot, has an excellent comparison video as well, so I suggest you check those out. So anyway, once again, be good to each other, and see you next time.